Welcome to the Phoenix and Consolidated Art Glass channel. Let me teach you about Phoenix and Consolidated Art Glass. I wrote the book on this subject. Welcome back. This is basically an introduction to the entire series of videos I will be doing on Phoenix and Consolidated Art Glass. I'd like to talk first about all the research that went into my book. I spent 10 years tracking down the information that led to the book. I spent many hours in Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, home of Consolidated Glass Company, and in Monaca, Pennsylvania, home of Phoenix Glass Company. Both of these towns are located about 15 miles outside of Pittsburgh. I talked to many former glass workers, decorators, mold makers, etc. My greatest research discovery by far in terms of former workers and designers was when I tracked down Kenneth Haley. He was the son of Ruben Haley, and I visited with him in his home on many occasions and learned much about his father and his work for Consolidated Glass Company as well as for other companies. Ruben Haley was chief designer and vice president for the United States Glass Company for many years. In 1925, the ownership of the United States Glass Company changed. Mr. Bryce sold it to a Mr. Slick, and Mr. Slick was from Pittsburgh Steel Money, and Ruben didn't get along with him. Ruben resigned and restarted his old design firm called Metal Products Company. Metal Products Company rented space at Consolidated's location in Coraopolis. They did design work for Consolidated as well as many other companies, including pottery companies that we'll get into later in this series. I think it's important, before we talk about Consolidated's entry into the gift art market, to talk about the Great Paris Exposition of 1925. At that exposition there was a large display of Lalique glassware. The name of that exposition is basically where the term Art Deco and the term Art Moderne originated from. We'll see later what the influence of Lalique was on the design of some of the Consolidated glassware. In some ways it's considered the American Lalique. I'm doing this series of videos to educate you and share my knowledge. I'd appreciate your feedback on how I'm doing. If you have any comments, please leave a comment on YouTube so I can get some feedback. If you like this series, please subscribe to this channel and tell your glass collector friends about it. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next episode, which is going to focus on Consolidated Glass Company's entry into the art glass gift market in January of 1926 at the Fort Pitt Hotel show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and tell your friends about this channel. Thank you.